Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to TEW's 2016 Women of Wrestling. In today's episode, which is episode number 4, we are getting close to the pay-per-view that is coming, which is WoW Unleashed. And by the way, this is the only pay-per-view that they have in this show. I managed to create some storylines and everything, and I also added matches for the pay-per-view. So just make sure you stay tuned for more on that. But right now, I gotta pick the best venue, which is CA Southgate American. Okay, CA, which is South. I'm trying to take my time. Well, actually, I'm not trying to take my time. I'm trying to hurry up so I can get this done. Exactly where is that? Oh, Southgate. Okay. If I can find it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's assign this venue. Okay, so our popularity is in F+, importance is B+, wrestling industry is A, and the incoming is B for the Southwest and stuff. So, anyways, now that we got our venues and everything set up, let's get right into the show. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so our show starts with a D+ rating. Not bad, but not great. Apparently, Lana Star music hits, and she enters the ring with a loud reaction. Lana Star cuts a promo only to be interrupted by Mickie James. Which, if you haven't seen the last episode, Mickie James has made her debut and wants that WOW championship. Apparently she walks to the ring, or walks to the ring, mic in hand. The two go back and forth on the mic, only for their argument to grow heated and dissolve into a brawl. Apparently, if you haven't seen the last episode, Lana Star was having a celebration of a lifetime until Mickie James ruined it. So officials and road agents hits the ring, separating the two combatants. An angry Stephanie McMahon, because quite obvious, steps onto the entrance ramp and says if the two can't settle their differences with words instead of fists, they'll settle them with action in the ring. And it's not going to be later tonight. It's going to be in the pay-per-view, which is WoW Unleashed. So I'm just going to say, I'm just going to type in, I know I might have messed up, but it's not my fault. Sometimes it's like this in the original, like, storyline creations. In the ring, let's just say in the ring. But it's going to be on pay-per-view. Kitty, the manager of Lana Star, helped her during the segment, and this angle got the show off to a strong start, which is good. The angle got the crowd hotter. Stephanie McMahon came across well, and of course this storyline gained some heat from this segment, so this is probably the best that I can come up with at this time. But let's move on to the rest of the show, which I have a feeling it's going to be terrible. Let's see. I think I already booked it. Yeah, I already booked it. I already booked the match. So, as you can tell, we have only 4 matches in the pay-per-view. But there is going to be one more coming up. There is going to be one more coming up, but I won't tell you what it is just yet. Alright, so moving forward, we have just a regular, I wouldn't call this a squash match, even though I wanted to make it a squash match, but I need to pull up the limits of the time, according to this game here. One wants me to, like, limit the times at this point. So, It's Terrible Wrestling didn't have much heat, and has no storyline. Well, actually, it gains heat of the storyline. Apparently, Zatanna and Poison Ivy defeated the Beach Patrol when Poison Ivy defeats Sandy by pinfall with a leg sweep DT. I think I need to make it... You know what? I think I need to create a finisher for Ivy. I know that's Peyton Royce, but she is now known as Poison Ivy in this TEW's 2016 game. So Summer is not suited to the gimmick. Zatanna's off her game. The same goes with Summer and all. For some reason, Zatanna and Ivy don't work well as a team. Their timing is all over the place. At least this got the match got the crowd hotter for this. F+ for Ivy. Same goes with Zatanna. E- for Summer and Sandy. But it gains heat due to the storyline. And there's no work in improvements. I'm sad. With a solid F, Sandy is recovering in the ring and all that stuff. And Zatanna and Ivy were beating down Sandy and all before Keita Rush charges in for the save, running off the attackers. This one advances the storyline and nothing more. Now, I would like to remind you that the original plan was to have both Steffi Slays and Keita Rush to save the Beach Patrols from the attacks of Ivy and Zatanna, but apparently, for whatever reason, it did not show. So, apparently, I added a match on the pay-per-view, which is Poison Ivy and Zatanna, is going up in a tag team match against the Bully Busters. Let's see. Okay. Let's move on. We have an F+, and we have another debut of 2 women, which is Lacey Evans and Io Shirai. It says, it's Terrible Wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. This one doesn't have a storyline to it, but Io Shirai defeats Lacey Evans by pinfall with a STO. The rating is awful, and Io Shirai debuts her ninja gimmick. And Lacey Evans has her debut with the lady gimmick. E- for Io Shirai, F+ for Lacey Evans, and no work in improvements. Enough F+ rate. I can't even talk. An F+ rating. It's very disappointing, but what can you expect? I have a feeling it's not going to get better. Except for this segment right here. With a C- rating, Abilene Maverick and Chloe Hertz are backstage arguing about who is the hottest women on earth. I don't know why, but let's just say they're arguing about something that just, like, they despise each other in some sort of rate. And this game heat due to this storyline. This storyline gained another heat and stuff. I don't remember if I put it on sex appeal or not, but that could be the reason. Hold on. This question mark only says something about what ratings do and stuff like that, and what does it affect. Nothing that could tells us about what it, I don't know. Let's just move on. We have Io Shirai, and I think this is another debut, which is Tessa Blanchard. Right now, she's in her babyface phase, but sooner or later, she's going to turn heel soon. I cannot say when, but let's just say I still have plans for her. She makes her debut with the Tough Road gimmick, and it's in a poor match, unfortunately. But Io Shirai defeats Blanchard with the Rider Kick. So E+ for Tessa, E- for Io Shirai. And there are some work and improvements, but there's only one. Tessa Blanchard is improving in performance skills. Alright, with a solid E, it's better than F. Speaking of which, we have a solid F, with Spike and Razor not suited to their gimmicks, and this loss he due to this tag team tournament storyline, which is very disappointing. Apparently, the main event was a tag team match between the All-American Girls and, of course, the Rejected. The Rejected attack All-American Girls in the ring, only to get beaten down themselves. I guess, according to what I read, the All-American Girls managed to beat them down to the punch. After getting attacked, the Rejected ended up paying for it. So, let's move on to the next segment, which is an E-. Terrible Wrestling didn't have much heat. Well, actually, it gains heat due to the tournament storyline. The All-American Girls defeated the Rejected when Santana Garrett defeated Spike by pinfall with a Shining Star Press. So once again, the Rejected team is not suited to their gimmicks. The commentary team gave the match a bit of a boost. So solid E for All-American Girls, while an E- for the Rejected. And Spike is improving in performance skills. With an F+ rating, which we lost heat due to this, having picked up the victory, Amber O'Neil and Santana Garrett celebrate the ring. And also, this leads to the ending of the tournament, which means I get to add another match. And that match is going to be a tag team match. Just give me a moment, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to load. Okay, so what we have here is we have Delta Loda Payne and Miss Loca, also known as Cage Heat, is going on against Amber O'Neil and Santana Garrett. And here's the thing about this match. It's going to be for the WOW Tag Team Championships. So this is how you pre-book matches and stuff like that. Even though I did some of them, but I think I need to do more at this point. I need to do more. Which means that I need to add more matches, but I'm not so sure yet. So let's see what the score is overall. At solid E, it was disappointing. However, we end up increasing popularity in 45 regions. So I want to say it's not bad, but we still have a lot of work to do because this is a very small promotion at this point. We need to start to do better. Well, actually, I need to start to do better. I'm not very good at coming up with storylines, but I do have an imagined idea of why I wanted this storyline to go forth. It's just that it's not, sometimes it doesn't gain the heat, it lost the heat, and other times I just come up with whatever I can that will fit this kind of storyline idea. I have no clue. But I am trying to do better at this game, that's for sure. But anyways, let's go ahead and continue so we can move on to the emails. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so this is the point where we look at this email in this game, but we don't have a lot of time, so let's start looking up at this point. Let's start looking up. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Let's see. While Unleashed does not come until Thursday, 1 week on February, and it's going to take 2 hours. While the WoW Superheroes takes about, not 4 hours, 1 hour, my apologies. So, it looks like at this point, we're almost getting closer to the pay-per-view, just not quite as yet. So, here's the rating, and Mildred has her opinions about Lacey Evans. She says that Lacey Evans, has poor ring physicality. The kids is probably not worth keeping around. Is that so? What about Lana Star? Lana Star says that Mio Shirai has charisma. She has a lot of upsides. So it looks like Mio Shirai is the favorite for Lana Star, while Mildred finds Lacey Evans not worthy to keep around. But I wanted to keep her around because of her gimmick and all that kind of stuff. But I have a feeling that she's going to be in a lower mid-card situation for a long time. But in the meantime, I need to go ahead and come up with a storyline idea. Okay, so far at this point, Lana Star is still a champion. She will defend the title against Mickie James. And as far as... hold on. I already have that scheduled, but I need to figure out what it is that I'm looking for. We don't have the figurehead of this right now. Well, it looks like I'm about to run out of time because I don't know what I'm looking for. But I'll be back with episode number 5, and then we move on to the pay-per-view. So until next time, make sure you leave a like and subscribe only on the Miss Sensational Gaming channel. Thanks for watching.